Guys, so this is going to be a quick update video. As you can see, I got to Wizard 11 as a TH9, and I'm the first legit player to do it, which is very nice. It was a little bit ridiculous how it happened. As you can see, the cutoff in my league, Wizard 10, was 204, which is incredibly low. Even for late signup, it's usually around 260, and yeah, I did get very, very lucky. Fortunately, I did it without any defenses, which is always more satisfying. But I also got another layer of luck on top of this. I found another one of the TH9s at the top of the leaderboards. Yeah, so there's a few of us who sign up at the last hour, and it just happens that we sometimes find each other in the groups. So yeah, this is the reason I got up to Wizard 11. So I am kind of thankful. Yeah, I'll just go through some of my attacks. This video is more just to, like, I guess as a proof standard that I got here legitimately, because of course someone did get to Wizard 11 as a TH9, but through cheating. So yeah, as you can see, Wizard 11 was completely legit on this account. Yeah, so I forgot to talk about this attack. Yeah, this ended up being a time fail, which is pretty ridiculous. The thrower can reach that Inferno, the multi-Inferno, which is very good because the queen's not going to get it, and the multi is just going to roast the healers. Yeah, and then what else? Town's on this side, so queen entry is pretty easy, and yeah, the funnel there. I guess this wasn't too difficult, just because there's no singles. If those were singles, it would be a lot harder. Oh, something I missed there was I froze the Expo just a few seconds ago to get the Expo to retarget onto my queen, just because the thrower was getting low. Let's speed this up a little. Maybe something else to note was I dealt with the dragons with just a poison. I see a lot of people with this attack, they always rage with the CC, and sometimes with Monolith Arrow you just don't need to do that, which might save you a lot of spells. But I guess it just you need to kind of get used to what situations you can, what situations you can't use a rage. Anyways, the king over there to get that other multi, and yeah, the totem for the queen. And I was hoping here, I was a bit late on everything, late rage, late jump. I was hoping that I could get a triple, but it was maybe it was if I was a bit faster on the like baby dragon and stuff. But yeah, this is pretty good. Nearly like maybe a halfway max town 12, almost tripled. Pretty nice. Yeah, okay, let's go here. This is also a time fail on a nearly max town 12. It's for some reason missing the last Inferno. But I thought this attack was pretty creative because well, the first thing I see is, well, the town is very easy to get, and I could also start my queen on this left side, and since this elixir storage is pretty far along that side of the wall, then I can easily funnel her to the right without needing anything over here. And then if you saw my other videos on Town 8 and 9, you'll know that I like to, in this situation, cut her off on the other side with the thrower. But here, the town is so exposed that there's no need for that. And I also see here, the eagle's very exposed. So my thinking here is I want to get the thrower onto the eagle. But there's a CC in the way. So I lure out the CC because I'd rather have my queen deal with it. Because usually, if your thrower has to deal with CC, or sometimes that's okay. Usually you need a rage for it. And here I was able to get away with just a freeze, which is nice. And then the thrower starts on the other side. Yeah, also maybe I missed it, but if you do something weird like this, you need to be very careful that you don't have the CC healer run all the way across the base. So I think I put down the thrower, put down the CC before I put down the queen. So that's important to note. Yeah, I think if you're watching down there, I managed the spells pretty well, or managed the lack of spells. I didn't need to use any spells for those point defenses. And then, yeah, So yeah, at this point in the attack, I'm looking for where to put the king. The king is very flexible. You can be very creative with how you use him. And I see there's a lot of point defenses down here, all in a row that the spiking ball can probably get good value with. So that's what I use the king for. And then, yeah, maybe another issue here is that I put in the baby dragons too late. Although I don't think this would have tripled if I was faster. It's because that air defense at the end stayed up for a long time, and I just ran out of baby drags. But yeah, this is a time fail. The queen could get this stuff. The thrower can get that stuff. Okay. Let's look at this one. I'm pretty proud of this attack because I also think this is kind of creative. The percentage wasn't as high, but there's this really interesting thing that I do here, which is the town is reachable by the thrower. So I decided to use the thrower on that side to get the town hall instead of the queen. Those wall breakers were to test for spring traps, by the way, because you cannot have the thrower going on the spring traps if you're gonna use him in this way. And then have the queen on the other side because of the inferno arrangement. There's a lot of free percentage on the right side. But if I, for example, had the queen go to the town hall on the left side, then, well, it's probably a bit of a difficult wall break, and then this inferno is gonna fry her pretty quickly. So yeah, this one, it's kind of difficult to do this test out of the attack because you have to be zoomed out the whole time. You can watch both the thrower and the queen. But yeah. Then the thrower is about to step up, and I know I probably will need at least a rage for him. And then here, the queen's also able to get the single, which is nice. Yeah, and I'm watching the thrower's health the whole time, and then he does need a rage. But that gets through the town hall pretty nicely. And then here I can see, again with the king, the stick horse this is a situation where the stick horse shines. Oh, I also realized I haven't done a TH9 video since the Monolith Hour came out. I switched to the stick horse just because before the earthquake boots, the main thing was they did so much damage, but now the queen doesn't really need that, and the queen is able to deal with singles a lot better. So the stick horse just allows more flexibility in like creating the funnel or doing stuff like sniping out eagles, or usually it's going to be single infernos that the king snipes out. Yeah, and then I won't go through everything else, but I'll just show what the bases look like. This is 74. Oh yeah, and this is the one fail. This was very unfortunate just because it was a super minion CC, which I usually am fine with nowadays, but I got a little bit overconfident because I had some other attacks where the queen dealt the super minions without or like minimal investment, but I lost her through ability, and that was unfortunate. And this one's also kind of a time fail, but actually it's a bit unclear if it's a time fail. It might have been a power fail. Yeah. Yeah, so Wizard 11. I'll probably post another video if I get the Wizard 12. It's because the Wizard 11 is probably it's a floor league, so it's usually going to be easier. Yeah, I guess if you're here at the end, then I maybe have another treat to show you guys. So I was rank 1 Tile 10 this week. You can't see it on the leaderboard, but maybe I'll show one attack. I had a pretty nice week. Yeah, it was 10 Tile 13s, and yeah, they're all pretty well leveled and no fails, which is pretty good. Yeah, just look at this one attack. Yeah, and then this was, I also switched to Queen Charge on this account, and I'm doing it with no siege, just because I'm bringing a thrower in the CC, because I'm just really familiar with this attack at Talent 8 and 9, so I thought it'd be fun, and yeah, it did pretty well. It's the first rank 1 I've had since 2 months, when 2 months ago I was still using dragons. Yeah, the queen is just kind of weaker at this town hall, Probably a siege would be better to support her, but I at least had a good week with the thrower. Yeah, this was pretty good because it's not quite a time fill, but it gets pretty close. Yeah, I'm also using the stick horse here. The stick horse there was, how did I put it there? Sometimes I put it to like get some damage off of the queen. And the king took care of some of the point defenses. Yeah, and then what happens here? Yeah, this gets to 88, which dragons definitely could not have done. Would have still gone down to the single, but yeah, pretty high percentage. Yeah, so yeah, I guess that's all for me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.